Minecraft, a video game phenomenon from the Swedish brain of Marcus Persson, Persson, I don't know, founder of I don't know, they're Swedish. If you've never heard of Minecraft, it's essentially a video game version of Lego, not to be confused with any of the vast series of Lego video games that are about different things, but made from Lego. Except for the Lego movie video game, which is about Lego, features Lego, and isn't all about Minecraft. Let me start again. Minecraft is a video game that is simplistic in design and easy to play. On the one hand, it's a tactical block-based RPG sandbox game, and on the other, it's a building game, or Lego simulator. That first jumble of words I used a moment ago means that the game takes place in an incredibly large open space. On some versions of the game, that space is nearly infinite. The aim of the game is to explore, survive, mine, and craft. The last two bits being the simplest parts, and also the charm of the game. Back when it first came along, you were plopped into existence in a vast world with nothing at all around you but grass, mud, trees, sometimes water, sometimes some sand would also be present. These worlds are always randomly generated, always unique, and always beautiful. The aim is to dig up dirt and find stone underneath, chop down trees and get wood, and combine these two things to make yourself tools like an axe for chopping wood quickly or a pickaxe for chiselling through rock more effectively. The deeper you dig, the higher the chance of coming across a variety of rarer and rarer minerals and ores, from things like coal and steel to gold and diamonds. You can use these things to build yourself better weapons, armour and even houses, which you certainly need because when it hits night time, the baddies come out. The most infamous of Minecraft baddies is also about during the day, the Creeper. Born from a coding bug, the game itself tells you, the Creeper is a tall green enemy that chases you, and when near to you, explodes, as it is, for some reason, full of dynamite. Maybe all the Creepers really want is a hug, but can't control their explosiveness. Maybe they do want to suicide bomb you and all your things into oblivion. Who knows? So yes, build yourself a shelter and get hidden during the night. Relax a little, craft some stuff, bake a potato, or even get some shut-eye, because come the day, you're going to want to get building again. Does the game actually have a plot? Kind of. I'm going to try and explain it to the best of my ability here, so things might sound a little bit sketchy. If you dig deep enough, you can come across some lava. If you somehow get to a lava source and get water to meet it, it creates obsidian. Obsidian can be mined with a pickaxe made from diamond only, and when collected, can be used to make a portal to the nether if you set it on fire. Inside the nether, you can collect some more bits and pieces from the terrifying enemies that you can get there, and build yourself a portal to get to the end, which is a place I've never been to, but I've been told it contains a dragon, so that's nice. That's the game, but here's the important thing. Minecraft has been out on PC for years. It's also been released onto phones, tablets, as well as other consoles like the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and others probably, I don't know. I played Minecraft for an unhealthy amount of time on the Xbox 360. So when they announced that the game was coming out on Xbox One and PS4, I was delighted with the news, but also confused as the game's graphics are fairly limited by default, on purpose. So what exactly would the game gain from being on new tech? Well, I decided to try and figure out exactly what that was. So far, all the video footage you've seen has been recorded by myself on an Xbox 360. Thankfully, you're allowed to transfer the world you created on the old console version over to the new one, so places like my giant Nazi fortress can live on. Actually, let's just pretend I didn't show you that. Here we are in a castle, in the middle of what was actually my first ever world on Minecraft. I'm going to add some footage of the Xbox One version of the same world on the side here. I'm going to try and do a bit of a comparison thing. So, the biggest change to this game is apparently the draw distance. So, here we go to have a look out into the horizon and see how far we can see in all directions. Certainly does look a bit further on the Xbox One, I suppose that's a good thing. Some say the textures are also better, but what I don't... The load times as you travel around are better too. For example, riding a minecart across the world where you hadn't been before would force the world to load in front of you, leaving you floating in a blue void while the console desperately tried to render more blocks. Now, it's all buttery smooth. I'm not sure if the frame rate has gone up at all, but you wouldn't really be able to see that in a YouTube video anyway, so bugger that for now. Gonna have a little look at the world sizes in Minecraft 360 versus Minecraft Xbox One. I'm gonna go to the end of a world on the Xbox 360 version and travel all the way to the other side until I can't go any further. And I'm going to travel the same, well, from one end to the other on the Xbox One as well, and compare the two. So theoretically, should be quite a lot longer a distance on the Xbox One version, so I'll have to speed this up because it could take some time. So yes, a little bit bigger on the Xbox One. So that's a little look at Minecraft there on both the 360 and the Xbox One. Lots of changes to the Xbox One version, but it's essentially the same game, which I think is great because it allows me to continue playing a game that I love without having to boot up this heap of shit broken old Xbox 360 anymore. Torch. Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Just hit you with no. No, get away.